All right. All right, I think I am live. Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today is Make It Monday, and it's been a few weeks since I've went live. I've had lots going on in my family, so I've been trying to do videos, but today we are going live. A little rusty. I changed up my whole craft room, so things might be a little discombobulated this morning, but we're going to get through it, right? So thanks for joining me. Today we are going to make a super cute box to hold a Pez dispenser for those Easter baskets. So let's change the camera and get started. All right. Let me move my keyboard out of the way. And it looks like I am live on YouTube as well as Facebook. Let me just verify that. Like I said, I got a new desk and it's a lot smaller than what I had before, so I might have to rework how I do my lives. But I think I am good. I will show you the super cute little box we're gonna make. And okay, yeah, it looks good. All right, so this is the cute little box we're gonna make for your Easter baskets. It's got this super cute little lamb, and that is from the Springtime Joy stamp set. Now last week, I think it was last week, Monday, I showed you a Pez dispenser using punches to make a bunny topper. This has a little bunny in it too, so you can make this box with this bunny and put your bunny dispenser, Pez dispenser inside the box. Either lamb, bunny, whatever you can find in your local store. These are just from, oh, and it's not in here. Ha! Well, let me see. What did I do with that? Hold on a second. Here it is. Like I said, we're going to be a little discombobulated today. Isn't that cute? And he matches. Love that. And it will fit sweetly down inside your box. Close that up and put that in your Easter basket. Isn't that adorable? Love that. He was my inspiration. So let's get started on the box. It is a bit tricky, so you're probably going to want to watch the replay and get back and forth so you get the directions. I could try to write them up if anybody would like that. I'm going to stick my cheat sheet to the side because I even have problems with this, getting the right cuts. So on my box, I use the Highland Heather. So you're going to take a piece of 8.5 by 11 and you're going to cut it down to, it's going to be 8 by 9 3/4. So we're going to cut a 1/2 inch off our side. Now you're going to keep that piece because we're going to use that for the front of our box. So it's 8 by 9 3/4. This piece you can save for something else. I don't know. And now with the 9 3/4 across the top, you're going to score it at a 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to turn it and then put it in at 2 1/4. 7 1/2. Make sure I get this right. 7 1/2. And then at 9 1/4. All right, now you're going to turn it, and with the 8-inch side, you are going to score at 2 inches, 3 3/4 inch, 5 3/4 inch, and 7 1/2. Okay, now we have to keep that in there like that. We're going to bring this in and we want to score, let's see, We got to have the side that has the 1/2 inch score line. We're going to put that to your left. And then you're going to line this up at 2 3/4. Or wait a minute, that's not right. I got to go the opposite way. That's why I said make sure that you check the videos back and forth. You're going to line that up at 1 3/4, and you're going to score to this. You got your 1/2 inch score line here, and then you have a score line here. So you're going to score to this score line. So you're going to go down to 2 1/2, it looks like, and you're going to score that. And then you're going to raise up your tray here, and you're going to come down to the bottom, and you're going to score up to 7 1/2. All right, and then you're going to move this over to, let me see, that was at 4 1/2. So I'm going to move this over to 4 3/4. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to score up to that 7 1/2 from the bottom. And then you're going to come to the top and score down to that 2 1/2. All right. So now I'm going to leave that in there. And I'm going to take my cutting blade and I'm going to cut down to that 2 1/2 inch line. I suppose instead of scoring it, I could have just cut it. And cut up to, from the bottom there, to the score line. Move that back over. I guess you could have done the same thing over here. 1 3/4. Cut up. I guess what's better is to score first before you cut. Make sure you got your lines all correct. There we go. Now you're going to turn that, and you're going to line that up at 7 1/2. And you're going to cut to that cut line. Bring it up. Actually, you want to cut over just to the next score line. Do that on both sides up to that score line there. So the box comes out, but we're cut to this score line. Okay? Move that over, line that up at 2 1/4. The same thing, we're going to cut up to that score line, raise your blade, cut up to that score line there. So these should all come out like that. So now you should have cut to those score lines. I might have to cut in just a tad with my scissors. All right, we're done with our score. Trim our score. Now we're going to come in. There's a little box in the corner here on each, all 4 corners. We're going to come in. I got to see that score line. Kind of hard to see it. And we're going to come in on each side, just like that. Now I'll go ahead and fold on all those score lines. So we're going to fold, use my bone folder. Get all those score lines nicely creased. All right, fold in on the sides. Fold in on this side. Now, how I got the measurements for the box is I took my Pez dispenser and measured it. And that's how I got my box measurements. So I'm just going to put my tabs in here. I like to take my scissors and come in from the outside edge and just kind of shape that like so, so that when you fold it up, it all looks nice and flush. I'll do the same on this side. Just like that. So now when that's closed, that should look dandy. You can see how the box is going to come together. Should be all nice, just like so. Perfect. So you're going to put some tear tape or liquid glue. I have my tear tape out on the desk, so I'll use that. That's going to come across here. I'm going to give that a good burnish there. These little tabs here, you can either use your tear tape, liquid glue, Stampin' Seal Plus. Choice is yours, but you're going to assemble the sides in just like that. There we go. Take our tear tape off here. Perfect. Now, if you want your box to open to the front like this, you are going to have your little seam there. So if you don't like the seam and go to this side, just keep in mind your box is going to open like that. The seam really doesn't bother me. So I went with a piece of basic white that's going to be on there. And then I have the Brights Designer Series paper. This is the gorgeous grape print. We're going to put that on there. You can decorate all the sides of your box if you want to. You can, like I just did the one side, but if I wanted to, I could add the same image and everything to the other side. If you want to decorate all four corners like that with your designer paper, choice is yours, whatever you choose to do. And that is going to go on there, just like that. Now, for my sentiment, I used the Easter Blessings, and I got that from the Itty Bitty Greetings stamp set. You're just going to need a piece of basic white. I'm going to use the gorgeous grape ink. Stamp it. And use the classic label punch. And we're going to center that. Punch that out. Then remember that strip from when we first cut. I'm going to take that strip. You're going to attach, make sure that I'm in the camera here. You're going to attach your punched piece to that strip. Take your scissors and then just follow the punched edge with your scissors, like so. And that's going to get you that piece right there. Now to get this part of it, you're going to take that strip, you're going to use both pieces or both punches of this banner pick-a-punch. So one side we want the V, so I just hold it upside down, center that like that, and then for length, just guess. And then you're going to come into the other side and kind of center that so you get that piece like that. Then I just took my dimensionals, put one to the top, one to the bottom. At first I was going to create like a little sign, but I thought it looked like a cross, so I thought perfect. So we're going to put that just like that, and it even follows the classic label punch perfectly, I think. Take the little, put one on each end, and then bring that across like so. Take your pearls, which I know I had them out here on my table. No, oh, there they are. Pearls, I took the biggest pearl and put that right here at the top. Then I took the tiniest ones and just did them on the outside point here, like so. Now the last thing is that cute little lamb. Now if you have the bunny dispenser, the stamp set also has that little bunny in there. So you could coordinate, put the bunny on and put the bunny Pez, or in this case I have the lamb, so I'm going to do the lamb Pez. So I'm going to stamp my lamb using black Memento ink. Just like that. And then it's just a matter of coloring them in. I took the Highland Heather blends to do the little flowers, which is just so pretty, and it matches our box. This is a gorgeous stamp set for Easter. Love the little lamb, and the bunny's cute, and then it's got your springtime flowers in there. So there's the light. Just going to come in a little bit with the darker, kind of around the center, outside edge maybe. Then I'll come in with the Granny Apple Green. One thing, this is very quick and easy to color. There's not, because I leave my lamb, well, I'm going to show you what I do with my lamb. I don't really leave him white. He turns out gorgeous at the end. So I'm going to come in with a little bit of the dark Granny Apple Green. And then for his little hooves, I have the soft suede, which if you wanted to, you could use gray as well. And then I'm missing my, what's petal pink. We're just going to give him a little bit of cheeks here. Now, the next thing, because my Wink of Stella was empty, I took the Champagne Shimmer paint. Just picked that up from the lid and colored in my little lamb that way. And you can see, you can't really see it on camera, but it just starts, that so much shimmer in that paint. Love it. It just gives the little lamb a nice shimmery, almost white. Come around. It's a great way to color that lamb and fill that all in so it's not such bright white, and yes, it gives that little shimmer and shine that I love. Love it! How easy was that? I'm going to see if you can see the shimmer. Can you kind of? A little bit maybe? It's hard to tell. The next thing is just to cut him out. I'm going to just quickly cut him out. It is a little wet yet, so I'll try to. Let's see, normally I would have had this all done ahead of time, but just didn't happen today. All right, then just take some dimensionals and pop him up on the front. So cute, he is adorable. Then I took my tiny little pearls and put them in the center of his little halo of flowers. So cute, so pretty. There you have it. Now for the Pez, if yours is kind of fat and has a lot of air in it, what I did was I took my pointer here and I just poked a tiny hole in it to let that air out, smushed it down, folded the top over so that it would fit right down inside of my little box. There we go. Just like that. Isn't that adorable? That will fit perfectly in that little Easter basket. Just a little something to decorate that up. You don't even have to put it in an Easter basket. You could give it just like that. You could have the little lamb or even the bunny in the bunny Pez dispenser. Coordinate your box colors to your colors of your Pez if you want. Totally up to you. But that is our Make It Monday project. I will, after the video, upload the measurements of the box under the show more on the video, and like I said, to get those score lines and everything, you're going to probably want to rewatch the video and go back and forth. But if you need any of the supplies that I use, I would appreciate it if you order from me, and my blog is right there at the top, www.TheStampCamp.com. That is my March hostess code for this month. I appreciate any and all orders. That's what keeps me going here. And if you are new to my YouTube page, make sure that you like, subscribe, and click on that button or that bell in the upper right hand corner so you are notified each and every time I go live. If you are on Facebook, make sure that you like, share, and follow. I appreciate you stopping by today. Have a great day, and that is Make It Monday. Bye-bye.